Welcome to Tracks.
Hi guys, what's going on? Rebrebstu here, back with another video. And today I want to take you guys back in time a little bit to fall of 2014. Now it was at this time when a new game was gaining popularity, and that was Ballistic. Ballistic was a class-based first-person shooter with team deathmatch, free-for-all, and more objective-oriented game modes. It was really fun, full of action, fast-paced, really easy to play, and most of all, it was browser-based and free-to-play. Now, the thing that was really special about Ballistic is that it was in my opinion, the first game that really took advantage of the Unity web engine, or web player. We have the potential to make a really good browser-based first-person shooter, except we didn't use it. Up until this point, most of the Unity games were, just really simple. Three people got together, said, "Hey, let's try to make a game in this, and it'll be fun." And there's nothing wrong with that. But the point is that this was really the first game that they went, let's make a good game. The graphics were stunning. The gameplay was fun. The whole thing. There was a lot more depth than other games at the time. That's, I think, really what set it apart. And it did show. They had something nearly 1 million monthly users on Facebook, right? It was a really popular game, and I'm sure some of you, or most of you, have played it before. Those of you who didn't, you won't be able to. And the reason why is because it was taken offline in September of 2015, I think 1st of October of 2015, and it was replaced by a pay-to-play on Steam. So the reason that they did this is the game studio figured, well, you know what, we have a big problem with hackers and stuff, and making it pay-to-play, we can put more effort, we can make a better game. And a lot of people really did not like this. And the reason why is because it was popular because it was browser-based, because it was free-to-play, and these people could play it, it was easy to run, there was nothing wrong with it. Sure, it needed some rebalance, and maybe they could update models or optimize it better, but they didn't want to pay, $5 for it, which I kind of understand. Anyway, they took off the web free-to-play and replaced it with this, which is Ballistic Overkill. So, sort of a sequel. Not really, though. It's just a better version of the game. A lot of people were pissed, however, when it was released. You see, the game wasn't really a finished game. It was a developmental build. The game studio was like, hey, you know what? I think that we should have their opinion in this, and I think this is a really good idea that they would do that. However, a lot of people were expecting a finished product, especially since they took the only working version of it offline. So a lot of people were disappointed. For example, I was top 250 in the world or so at various points in time, so I myself was kind of, pissed off, and I spent a lot of time on the game and stuff. But, I was okay. I'm like, I'll just play it. And I played the developmental build. I got a free copy of it. I won a copy of it. And I hated it. It was awful. It was so bad. It was glitchy as hell. It didn't run well. Lowest settings, 40 frames maybe, if you were lucky. It was not good. It was barely playable. The weapons were glitched. Lag was awful. There were no dedicated servers, so you had to play on a server hosted by somebody maybe in the Philippines while you're living in Germany, right? So the lag was horrible. 500 ping was a good ping. Anyway, needless to say, full of graphical bugs too, and there were only 3 classes to play, and it was just not a fun time. So I didn't play any of it. I moved to Critical Ops. There you go. There's that story. And it was good. It was fun. Enjoyed playing that. And then I decided to come back to it. I was having some issues running Critical Ops for whatever reason. It kept crashing. And then I just didn't really feel like playing for a while. I decided, you know what, let's try this. Maybe I heard they updated it, and goddamn have they done a good job. They have fixed a lot of the big problems with it. Most of the bugs are gone. There's more maps. There are now 5 classes, which are Shadow, Grenadier, which is just as annoying as it used to be, Vanguard, which is your assault, Wraith, which is a sniper, and who am I missing? Oh yeah, Berserker, which is the run straight at them and shoot with it. Anyway, the game is a lot better than it used to be. And for those of you who played it, didn't like it, I would recommend coming back. It's still the action-packed first-person shooter, you know, that it used to be. It just costs $5 more now. They now have dedicated servers, so you're going to see 50, 60, 70, 80 ping at best, or worst rather, and at best. They have a bunch of new stuff they implemented, like 10 new maps, and it's really a lot better. There are a couple problems with it still, though. The game is not quite perfect. There are still bugs here and there, but they're gonna work it out. Remember, it is a development. It is a development build, and you know they're still perfecting things. The player base is still just as annoying as it was. Grenadier is still like this camp and shoot, and it's just irritating to play against. But the weapons overall have been buffed and nerfed accordingly. Hit registration on some of the servers isn't great, and like I said, there aren't that many. But the main problem, and the reason I'm making this video, is actually the player base. It's tiny. The game peaks at 50 to 40 players, and it's really hard. It was really hard for me to record gameplay of it anyway. I really wanted to play the game. I mean, it was really, I was like, hey, this is pretty good. It's very good as a casual kind of game, right? You know, it's hop in a match, play a couple rounds, fun. But you can't do that, and you can't play the game if the game doesn't even have any servers. I logged in one time, there were no servers open, and I logged in another time, there's one server with one player, right? It was just, you couldn't play the game, which is why I want to tell all of you to play this game. You know, if you have a copy of it, try it out, see if you like it. If you still don't like it, then you know what, whatever. But it only takes a couple rounds. If you got $5 looking for a new game, try this. You know, no harm done. If the player base got bigger, honestly, the game would be so much better because you could play the game, and the game isn't as bad as it was. Still development build, but I'd give it an 8 out of 10 or so. I really enjoyed playing this. So to summarize, Ballistic Overkill was pretty bad. When it was released, no one liked it. But now it's pretty good, and if you have a copy of it, or are interested in playing, I would definitely recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll get back to Critical Ops in the next one, just wanted to make this one. I've just been playing a bit of Ballistic Overkill, so you know. That's what I was doing, I guess. No, I've just had a lot of schoolwork. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rhubarb Stew. Keep on cooking.
I got the two tracks.